What's a movie sequel that is so bad compared to the original that we try to forget it exists?
Jeez, where do I begin? Okay, so me personally, I love the Ice Age franchise. I think they should have stopped at 4. When Part 5 came out, I was like, it's not a great movie, but it was a good movie. It's an enjoyable movie. But then it broke my heart when Disney shut down Blue Sky, and then not only that, the year after they shut it down, they released this piece of garbage. I did not watch the movie at all. After seeing the trailer, I didn't even need to watch the movie to say that it's crap. The only original actor that they got was Simon Pegg as Buck, but oh my god, like the graphics, they didn't even try. Should we even consider this as a sixth movie? It's only like 54 minutes long. And you know what? Surprisingly, now that this year they announced that Ice Age 6 is in production, I wish we can forget about this movie. I wish we can forget that this is not a sixth movie, because they're already about to release a real sixth movie. So yeah, this movie is like, I wish I can erase it from my memory, but it does exist. It's on Disney Plus. It's there when you can watch it. I still haven't watched it, and I still choose not to. Now, the first Joker movie, I loved it. It's a masterpiece. One day it's gonna be a classic. And what do I mean by that? Like, probably by the time I'm 50 or 40 or 60, I can consider this movie as a classic. But oh my god, when the second movie came out, I was really excited about it. Honestly, I was a little excited that Lady Gaga was gonna be Harley Quinn. Ever since I heard that they were gonna make this movie a musical, I'm like, why? I was told that if you want to watch a gothic Grease, this is the movie. And when I was told that, I was like, I love Grease, I love goth, even though it doesn't show how I do. But hey, gothic Grease, that sounds interesting. That sounded interesting, but of course, when I saw the movie, uh, honestly, like it was just confusing. Like, why did they make this a musical? Why? Because you wanted to hear Lady Gaga sing. I love Lady Gaga. Okay, I do. But just because she comes out in the movie, we don't have to hear her sing. Okay, I'm just saying. So are you gonna tell me that every time Lady Gaga comes out in the movie, we're gonna hear her sing? I don't mind hearing Lady Gaga sing. I listen to her songs all the time. But me personally, the Joker 2 is it's just was not it. I may be overreacting. I want to give this movie a second chance, but I don't know if I can. It's just I didn't like the ending as well. Okay, I think they could have done a little better, in my opinion. Now, the Hotel Transylvania franchise. Ever since I heard about the first movie, I wanted to see it. Then I was so excited when they made a second movie. Then when I heard a third movie come out, I'm like, okay, let's watch it. I guess it was alright. I enjoyed it. Then I heard the fourth movie come. I'm like, really? Another Hotel Transylvania movie? Do we really need it? Another Hotel Transylvania movie? But anyways, the part 4 came out, and honestly, I was so disappointed that they didn't get Am Sandler as Dracula. And I know who the voice actor is of Dracula in part 4. I thought I wouldn't notice, but when I saw the movie, it was noticeable. Like, literally, you can tell that's not Am Sandler, because like the voice actor of Dracula in part 4, he's a YouTuber who does a lot of voice impressions. And I just wish I thought I wouldn't know this, but no, he didn't. He tried to sound like Am Sandler's Dracula, but you can literally tell it's not Am Sandler. Not only that, they didn't get Kevin James as Frankenstein. Of course, they did get Selena Gomez back as Mavis and Andy Samberg as Johnny. But like, this movie was just like, nah. It's just like, nah. Like, why did we need a fourth movie? Please don't make a fifth movie, please. I think this should have stayed a trilogy, and yeah, a fourth movie. Not only that, the fourth movie, it's literally a Prime original. Well, like, yeah, it wasn't released in theaters for a little bit, but literally you can watch it anytime in Prime ever since the movie came out. But yeah, this movie is like, I wish they didn't make this fourth movie. How's the Transylvania 4? Big no. Now, I know I'm not an 80s kid, but I do enjoy some 80s movies that my parents introduced me to. Of course, there's this one movie that did scare me as a kid a little bit, and it kind of made me afraid of the water. Now it doesn't anymore. But of course, the last time I went to the beach, it was not safe to go in the water. Literally. But anyways, yeah. The Jaws franchise. Jaws 1, masterpiece. Jaws 2, amazing. Jaws 3, it was good to me. Of course, Jaws 4, when I saw it, like, it's just like, did you really need to make a fourth movie? Not only that, like, you weren't even trying to scare me. Like, you weren't trying to be a scary movie. Like, I just didn't understand it, okay? I literally didn't. Like, I know it continues the storyline. The first movie, like, We all know who the guy who killed the shark. But in this movie, of course, it's about his kid. He grows up. He has a own family, and of course, in the movie, he's not in the movie because in the movie he's dead. And then of course the younger brother, he died in that movie too. Of course, the mom, the mom is basically the main. The mom, the wife, is basically the main character of the movie. This movie, like watching it, like yeah, you weren't trying to be scary. Now, not to mention the roar at the end of the movie is just. I'm like, do sharks even roar? I never heard a shark roar. I tried looking in fucking YouTube. Nowhere does it say shark roar. Like if you search up in YouTube and say and put shark roaring, it just shows you the scene where from this movie. This movie was just no. I wish we can forget about it, but it's another sequel that was unnecessary and it exists. So back in 2018, the Halloween's franchise continued, and they literally made it wasn't a remake; it was a continued story, even though it said Halloween. And of course, they ended up making that a trilogy, another trilogy. So like we had the Halloween 2018, and then 2021, which was supposed to come out in 2020, but then fucking COVID came. In 2021, we had Halloween Kills, and then the next year, 2022, we had this piece of garbage, Halloween Ends. I'm gonna be honest, look, I love the Halloween franchise, okay? I love it. I love Michael Myers. The only two movies I did not enjoy was Halloween 3 because it had nothing to do with fucking Michael Myers. And this one, in this movie, where the fuck was Michael Myers? It didn't show Michael Myers at all. Like he barely showed up for like a few seconds, and then he came out at the end. I was sitting in the movie theaters, like, of course it was available to watch on Peacock, but of course my brother wanted to watch it in the movie because like at the movie theaters it's a different vibe. I'm gonna tell you that. Like yeah, even though it says hey we're gonna release this movie on Peacock, you can watch it at home. You have the options to watch it at home all the time or watch it in the movie theaters until it's gone in a month or two. But yeah, when I wasn't seeing in the theaters and watching this movie, I'm like, where the fuck are you, Michael Myers? Where are you? And yeah, like it did show like I got another different character who's gonna be the next Michael Myers. But nah, like this, the way the movie ended, the way the franchise ended, it's a big fucking no. I wish they could improve this at least. It's the worst way to end the franchise. And if you plan to make another Halloween movie but without Michael Myers and you're gonna do it with the new guy, whoever the fuck his name was, please don't, please. Of course, this is gonna be the final sequel I'm gonna explain because I'm running out of the time limit. But anyways, because there's just not that much to explain other than Will Ferrell is not Megamind, shitty graphics. Graphics is more for a cartoon show of it, which they did end up making, and of course it's a Peacock original. So what? They expect us to be like, yay, we're finally getting the Megamind 2. This is just not what we expected. Did I miss any other sequels that we wish didn't exist? Please let me know. I'll probably make a part 2 of it. And if you don't let me know, I'll still make another part 2